My goal for this series is to create the most beautiful hardcore Minecraft world ever, incorporating every dimension of the game into one massive build in a whole interconnected world. I've been building in Minecraft for over 10 years, honing my skills as a survival player and creating fantastic worlds full of life, with my first world reaching nearly 10,000 days. Through this, I found a love for massive projects in Minecraft. Now, if I want to build a massive world, I need to survive for thousands of days. Today, I am aiming for full Netherite armor, full Netherite tools, and an unlimited supply of Totems of Undying to stay safe from any likely accidents along the way. Be sure to leave a like if you're excited, and please subscribe as we fly towards 1 million subscribers. Last episode, we created an iron farm. But more importantly, we created a sheep farm, meaning I now have the ability to craft unlimited beds for netherite mining. But before I die to lava, I need fire resistance potions. Inside of the dwarven cave, I created a small plot of land for soul sand, where we can grow all of the netherwort we're going to need. The first project for today is going to be transforming this into something that looks cool. Yeah, let's go with that. Netherwort being the first ingredient of most any potion out there, we need to have a very large supply of this available to us inside of the hardcore world. Running into the nether to start this expansion, I killed a bunch of piggies to get through the Crimson Forest before finally reaching the Soul Sand Valley, where I gathered up a bunch of soul sand for netherwort planting later on, and soul soil to help decorate this area out. As you guessed it, placing all the soul sand right back down, more than doubling the size of the netherwort farm. Next, I started to decorate the cave. The regular stone and granite in this corner are really boring. I'm fixing that by bringing in deep slate, cobbled deep slate, and tough blocks around the entire farm, roughening up the terrain and piling it up to fill in the corners and everything else to make way for some future details. From here, I decided it could be fun to add a stream flowing through the field, breaking away from the red, and well, it just looks pretty cool. All right, things are starting to look much better over here, but we've got a few things to deal with. Right now, torches are filling the middle and taking up space for our valuable netherwort. For that, I've got glow lichen and I've got glow berries. Using the glow lichen, it strips across the top of the cave for a subtle light, and then hanging glow berries down to actually, stop the mobs from spawning inside of this field. This is serving as a small test plot before we decorate this entire cavern in the future. With that, there's one more thing I want to try: adding moss blocks creeping up the walls. Yeah. I like that. We just got to bring it all the way around in its own strip. Moss gathering before breaking the stone ceiling and adding in all of the green bits up on top. We've already taken this corner from a boring plot and turned it into this awesome lush cave inspired netherwort farm. Looks like currently I have 2 magma cream for ourselves, which can make 6 potions, but I think we're gonna need some more. Back at it again in the nether. I see one, magma cube. Oh, let's get up there, except not this. I hate this. Magma cube, please. Yes. Yeah, stupid baby. Oh, this is not good. I swear everything goes wrong. Nope, we're fine. I'm ready to leave the nether. But first, this baby. With now our 5 magma cream that we have the ability to make 15 fire resistance potions. Adding some redstone in, we can turn that up into 8 minutes per potion, meaning we will have a full 120 minutes of fire protection. Now I just have to remember to actually drink the potions. Building the netherwort farm made me realize, after coming up to the moss farm a few times for bone meal, that it's very ugly down here. And also, well, it only produces bone meal. It doesn't produce any moss. Time to build a system where we can actually get some moss out of this thing. Bringing a hopper line over and clearing out some space, I started on building up our new item filtration system that would allow me to sort the 4 different moss farm items into their own chests. On top of that, I decided to spend some time building an overflow area for the seeds and anything else that might fill up, so we can put it directly into a composter for some more bone meal. From there, I got busy chopping up a bunch of spruce wood so I could move on with decorating this build. Starting with the ceiling, I wanted to continue the spruce slabs that already exist here, but give them a bit more oomph, using some stripped spruce logs to give some height variation before moving on to the walls, which you can see the tough and the cobbled deep slate coming in here, before finally bringing in as many spruce trapdoors as I could get my hands on, and then introducing some jungle trapdoors as well, before I had the excellent idea of, it's a moss farm, we should add some moss, so you could tell it's a moss farm. Yeah, I think you get it's a moss farm. All this before moving down from my daily round of villager trading to repair the tools and get some free emeralds. Now, before we get to the Nether, I do have one more update on this world for you all. The Iron Farm, the amethyst magic I introduced last episode, was so cool and I got so many awesome comments about it that I had to expand upon the idea with this new addition. Okay, maybe there's a second small little update of I'm growing a lot of oak trees over here and gathering a lot of oak wood. All because I've decided on my new mega giga project of this world. You know how I said I want to have the most beautiful, amazing hardcore world ever at the start of this episode? Well, I've got the idea. If you made it to the live streams, you know what the idea is, but let's get into the Nether and get this netherite armor to make it happen. I've got some stacks of wood ready to go, and I think we'll start off with pink. Let's grab all of our pink wool, crafting a bunch of pink beds over here, and it's finally time. It's finally time to dive down into the depths of the Nether. Look at all these children. Oh, hi everybody. You all stay down there, okay? Oh, whoa, okay. I'm glad I wasn't on top of the gravel. This is looking much better over here. Yes. My goal for today is an entire stack of 64 ancient debris. I currently need 44 ancient debris to upgrade all of my current tools and armor. But to tackle these massive projects I'm talking about, I'm gonna need more netherite tools very soon, so the extras can't hurt. Only beds and fire can hurt me right now. Right, that whole remembering to drink the potion thing. Oh, I'm glad I did. I've run out of pink beds and we now have 13 debris for ourselves, so let's go get some more. Next up, I say we try lime. I've been mining in the Nether for over 2 hours at this point, and I'm beginning to go insane. Anyone who actually completes a full netherite beacon the legit way is an absolute mad lad. But we must continue on our quest for the full 64 ancient debris. Lime beds seem to be winning over pink at this point, so hopefully the end is in sight soon. 43 ancient debris have been acquired, one shy of what I need to upgrade all of my current tools. But I said we're getting a full stack, and we're not quitting early. Next up, the white beds. The final bed. We need 4 ancient debris. Can we do it? No, we can't. Absolutely nothing from the final bed, but I'm not giving up now. I need 4 ancient debris. It's not worth walking all the way back home. It's time to get digging. Oh no. Stupid babies. This was taking absolutely forever, so I had to start mining quartz ore itself to be able to repair my pickaxes to keep on mining. Oh, finally, ancient debris. Just one. I'm calling it now. It would have been faster to go home and just get more beds. So much faster. Oh, we found some. Oh, complain and you shall be given. And it's 3. The full stack. We have the full stack of ancient debris. Oh, I want to leave the Nether. There's the torches. Let's get out of here. Oh, yeah, let's leave. I can't believe it. The nightmare is finally over. A full stack of ancient cinnamon rolls, which are gonna go right there. Now I've got all the gold I need to make this right now. And we can make a smithing table just like that. But no. That is not the fWhip way of doing things. We need a weapons forge to be able to make our netherite armor, and we can't just use any boring old smithing table. Before we can get building, I need to gather some resources and repair these tools. For some extra gold blocks and and the beautiful block known as terracotta, I need to travel over 4,000 blocks by boat to reach our mesa biome. But finally, after over 20 minutes of straight travel time, we've made it back to the mesa. Quickly finding an entrance underground with my newly repaired tools, I began mining up as much gold ore as I could find to bring back home to break later on. It was a long journey to get here, but dang it was worth it. Over a stack of gold ore in less than 10 minutes. From there, I moved on to filling my inventory with as much terracotta as I could possibly fit in it before running back home. And oh man, I need a beacon before I come back here again. There we go, that's a good amount of terracotta returned back home. Getting the rest of the materials together, I picked up some bricks, picked up some podzol as well, and grew some large red mushrooms, as I need red mushroom block for this one. Trust me, it'll be okay. From there, I got to work crafting up the rest of the items I'm gonna need for this forge, even running down into the cave one more time to pick up some glass for myself. I really need a quicker way down here as I have to travel down this way so much. It feels like it's been a full year worth of anxiety condensed into an 8-hour period of heck. I finally get to build the tool forge, starting off with a covered area for an outdoor workstation while going on a slight diagonal for this entire build over here. I decided to use brick, granite, and terracotta for the main structure base, as I want to build that into the build style more into the future as we progress into the city, but creating a small walkway for us to get up to the second story, which is going to be made out of largely oak wood with a little bit of spruce and everything else worked in here with the jungle trapdoors and everything like that. So bringing in oak planks around the entire edge and then some stripped oak logs on top of it. I think this stuff has turned out very, very well. It's a good consistent style that we can go with, using a bay window here and then working into those red mushroom blocks. I want to use the secret texture of the block, the inside of the mushroom, which you get by placing 2 of the blocks next to each other. It's fantastic. It looks so cool and I absolutely love it. From there, some pillagers actually showed up, so I couldn't get to my storage room anymore, so I started filling in every detail that I could get around the area. Being all of the spruce and everything like this that I saw at hand, they're still there hanging at my door, so I kept working with the blocks I had on hand. Finally, starting out on the roof, using whatever blocks I had left inside of my inventory and ender chest. But the pillagers were still hanging out, so I had to go over there and kill them, and even nudging the captain into some fire for his unfortunate demise, before finally coming back to finish off the roof, where I decided to add a second floor balcony on a whim, which I really like having this doorway where we can get out with a little bit of a spruce accent to it to break away from all of the deep slate in the roof. I think it's turned out very well up there. Overall, I'm really happy with this structure and bringing in everything else, starting to get into the detailing phase over here, and we can finally move on with the forge, which is made largely out of deep slate over here because I think it just works so well with everything else, and finally adding in a bunch of glow lichen and other detail bits around here, using some basalt and some cobblestone in for the base of the forge and kind of the working area so we can break away from the coarse dirt that we have, and it feels like a unique space as soon as you walk into that. From there, I piled up all of the gold that I had and decided to break it all down so we could get a bunch of raw gold ore blocks, which actually turned out to have quite a few of them, which is very fortunate for the path later on because I built this little wagon that I absolutely love. From there, it's time to get into working on the forge. Back to crafting items for the forge, a bunch of random little detail blocks here and there, and actually building a smithing table to make this thing actually useful. From there, I had to go into the nether again, because again, I need a stupid block from the stupid dimension that I didn't have, and it's so stupid, and I hate the Crimson Forest so much right now and all of the hoglins and everything like that, but I needed magma blocks before coming back home so we can finally get to work on building this tool forge so we can get our stupid netherite armor from the stupid nether that I never want to go back to again. All of that for 6 magma blocks in here, but we've got the forge coming together, and it is looking very cool inside of this place. Using some chains to be some bellows. I'm absolutely loving this little forging area in here, and we will get to making that netherite gear very soon at the smithing table. But out here in front, things are a little bland. For that, we're gonna need some of these and some of these, which I'm thinking we do a little guy right here with a small awning right like that, with a little bit of love and some beehives, some chests, flower pot, amethyst, cornflower. We've got ourselves a market stall. Next, I smelted all of the ancient debris down into our lovely netherite scraps. 64 netherite scraps and 64 gold ingots turns into 16 netherite ingots for us. We'll just block that off for a moment, take off all the armor, pull out the extra tools. All of this hard work, over 6 hours, going into netherite mining and building this brand new tool forge. We've done it, upgrading to a full set of netherite armor. feels good. Upgrading to a full set of netherite tools on top of that to help me survive longer and grind even harder inside of this world. This isn't the end though, as we still have a very high chance of death inside of this world. We can celebrate after the raid farm. But I'm feeling like a very shiny boy over here. I'll just stare at myself in the mirror later. Mission Totem of Undying is a go. As with all projects today, back to the stupid nether where I shot a baby piglet and gathered up some stupid crimson logs, all the time being shot at by stupid gas, and finally we can leave and go back to the lovely, amazing overworld. I got all the blocks together and the only item I still need was a bucket of lava. So roller coaster ride later, picking up some water and finally some lava. Here we go. The Pillager Outpost. Now, I think the perfect place for our raid farm is going to be right down here. This farm is by Chapman, and it's super simple to build. You might recognize it from Season 2, and it produced more totems than I could ever need. All we need to do is a simple box for some water to push the mobs into a drop chute with a bucket of lava sitting in the center of it to kill all of our lovely Ravagers. Today, I hope to make this thing even better. But adding in the water over here, I realized that, well, I forgot a very important element of our raid farm. I need a villager. Look at that majestic stallion on top of his hill. Oh, he's beautiful. The most important thing, how could I forget it? We need a villager. And a bed. Oh, there we go, we got one. Hi, buddy. Come with me. You're gonna be my new best friend. Oh, you're gonna love your new life. And we're stuck. All right, Mr. Villager, let's be a farmer again right at that composter. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's working. No, no, don't go up there. Buddy. Here's a bed. Here's a bed. Oh, I hate villagers. Buddy, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Let me help you. Help me help you. No. He's gone. He's just done. I'm gonna go sleep. We'll get him in the morning. Like, oh, you know what? That bed sounds real nice right now. Yeah, I love that. That sounds great. I would love to go hang out at that bed and that compost you placed down. Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks so much for doing that. Moving villagers is just so fun. I'm having a great time. You're almost there, buddy. You can do it. Oh, I believe in you. Yes, he's in. To be trapped in a pit forever. Oh, he's in. Let's get back to it. Putting all of the water back in place, I started to dig way down underground to create our killing chamber and loot collection area that we'll decorate a little bit more later on, but we got some hoppers and chests and a few trapdoors down here, and I even threw in some boats to help keep me a little bit more safe from the Vexas, you know. Creating a ladder to get me back above ground over here with a trapdoor on top of it, so nobody sneaks down. I added in a bunch of slabs around the water layer so that the mobs would walk in and can't get out, and then a bunch of stairs and dirt around the base to make it easier to walk up. Theoretically, our farm is complete over here, which is absolutely awesome. So we could use this thing now, get our Totems of Undying, but there's something I want to try. Per the Minecraft wiki, raids spawn within 64 blocks of the village center, our villager. So if I spawn proof everything within 64 blocks on the surface, they should be able to spawn closer, if not on top of the middle. First up, I wanted to create an entire box around this area with our mossy carpets, then started by tackling the hill as it would be the most painful to traverse. So spending a good 2 hours alone placing mossy carpets on the hill before finally coming down into the valley to place even more mossy carpets everywhere you can see around us. Time for a bit of a progress update here, as we are actually almost halfway done at this point. The entire side over there is filled in all the way around back to that point. Before I go on, I must be placing more carpets before I die, which might happen from insanity. Before I continue, I want to make sure what I'm actually doing is working correctly. So let's go get some bad omen effects. Does this work? You pick that up? You pick that up? No? Okay. Banner boy! Banner boy! We're just testing a level 1 raid farm. We'll at least get a totem out of it. How is that my first time with bad omen? We're on day 435. All right, here goes nothing. Yep, raid has started and down we go. Oh, the raiders are coming in from the side that we haven't mossed yet. Oh, I like that. That's a good sign. We got one! A Totem of Undying! Oh, amazing. That's going right here. The last guy right in there. Oh, we got him before the Vex. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, thank God. And another totem. Oh, thank you. There we go. A total of 5 Totems of Undying and an extra 38 emeralds for free. Just a few hours of placing mossy carpet. Good news, the raid farm works. Bad news, I need to extend the moss out a little bit further. But more good news, the moss farm has been working like crazy. From watching a little bit of replay footage, I realized I was a little short on some of the sides, so I need to extend those out even further before coming back in and placing even more and more strips of the mossy carpet down to fill in the entire perimeter of this farm. This is it. The final stretch of our giant box of mossy carpet is finally coming to an end. It's done. Oh, and a pillager's coming in too. Just 13,563 mossy carpets later. Just kidding, as I forgot, I still have to extend this side out another few blocks. And I've got a really cool idea on how we can decorate this. But first, I'm going to be swapping the moss farm back to being a bone meal farm. Oh, wow, that was really full. I was wasting so many resources. Look at that. Oh, wow. There we go. That should be working a little bit better now. Getting a bunch of stone materials together, I want to create my form of a Stonehenge around the raid farm to help hide it a little bit here. So we're going to need a bunch of andesite, cobblestone, stone, and mossy stone. But first, creating a large circle to start with so we can position these stones accordingly so it actually looks like it makes sense out here. The loose circle shape is in now, and now I just want to start getting some base rocks down of where we can have these giant stones sticking out. For the first rock, I wanted to create the traditional 3 stones we all know, with 2 standing upright and a 3rd hanging on top of them, resting on top of it. And this was a really fun project to be able to work on over here, as I had to incorporate a bunch of slabs and stairs to get the shape right, and then using a bunch of texture in here as well. You know what? I think that'll do it for the first rock. We got mossy cobblestone in the base with some stone, and then we've got a little bit of andesite on the top, kind of showing that there are 3 different rocks. I got to work completing the rest of the circle with these stone structures, leaving a gap open on the side where I didn't place any of the carpets down so the mobs could walk in more easily, but I am absolutely loving the look of these with all the details I was able to cram in. That should do it for ourselves over here at the raid farm. I'm really hoping we didn't ruin the thing with this and stopping the mobs from walking into the center, but I like it. Hello, my beautiful. Let's go. And hopefully this works. Spoiler alert, it did not. The first round worked so well, with only 1 pillager getting stuck on top behind a rock over here, but the second wave, oh my lord, somehow they managed to get it all stuck down in a cave. Killed an enderman, and then thank God we have the bells to be able to find them, because otherwise never would have been able to. After clearing that out, the raid I found spawned on the far side. Originally think it was on mossy carpet. Later on, I found it actually spawned outside of it, and they all got stuck in a hole here that I then had to clear out before finally the raid worked normally until the end. Can't complain too much about 5 more Totems of Undying for ourselves, but what I can and will complain about is needing to place more mossy carpets around this area. Stupid mobs being able to spawn all over the place. After today, I never want to see another mossy carpet again, and I never want to go to the Nether again. So with that, my brain's probably going to tell me next episode needs a large amount of both of them. At this point, I think I could make a 100 days video out of this. On day 97, I continued to place mossy carpet, moving into day 98, where I also placed more mossy carpet, and here we go, we made it to day 100, where placing mossy carpet has unlocked a full Netherite beacon for me via creative mode, as I really earned it through all of this pain. I think you'll understand, it was just a little mining off camera. Well, look who's here. Oh, perfect timing. Can I get another 2 stacks down and y'all just chill there? Hi, thank you for waiting. I'll be with you now. Nope, it's official. Pillagers are dumber than rocks. They can't figure out how to walk around one. And there we go. It worked much better after a few kinks at the start there, but it's working. I bet you thought I forgot about naming these dogs. Well, I did. But I just remembered now, so I can still do it. Down here, we've got Geo, and up here, we've got Sky. And now with every single episode inside of the hardcore world, we've got a new field to plant. Because I definitely didn't forget that too. Let's go. With every episode in the hardcore world, I aim to plant a new field in this world to slowly grow the empire and feed our city. If you want to see how many fields I can plant inside of this world before the unfortunate demise, be sure to subscribe, my friends. There we have it, our brand new potato field. But that's it for me today, folks. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. But with that, I will catch you on the fWhip side.